Greetings, brothers and sisters. Khloe Kardashian calls herself a fatty, the big one, for eating Kourtney's gummy vitamins.
So, you guys make fun of me for having a bigger vagina than most.
Bunch of stuff to get to today. Should have said that up front. Island Boys seem to be back together, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Some Alec Baldwin memes, some other stuff. I can't remember it all. Some Grimes news. Anyways, let's see this.
Wait, I'm such a fatty that I ate it all. I got Let Me Focus, and as I said, I need it today. And then I just saw
Those wonderful gummy vitamins by her sister from Lemmy.
this. Oh my god, this is so cute and so smart. I was gonna say, what does the gumballs have to do with the Lemmy? But boy, was I wrong. This is so cute.
It's really cute. I mean, just come on. Look at how cute that is. I mean, who cares if there's any nutritional value? Let's go for cute.
Oh my gosh.
So what happens when you buy vitamins from Babylonian hoes, right? You gotta get those vitamins. Apparently she's the nice one. I've been calling her the big one, but she's the nicest one. Don't know. Don't care. Grimes claims she couldn't afford house without Elon Musk's help. My fellow Texans, petitions can feel useless, but I guarantee local politicians are taking these seriously. Please sign to reduce housing costs in Austin. There's effective legislation on the table here, but we need public support. So first of all, she comes from New Zealand or Australia or someplace like that, right? She's now living in Austin, the pretentious Austin, and a bunch of people were criticizing her for this legislation, and she wrote, "Your opinions on the housing market is invalid. First of all, I couldn't afford to buy a house that fits my kids in Austin, ATM, without help from their dad, which is it says because I'm a successful artist. Secondly, these aren't my opinions. I've just agreed to help out some actual experts, policymakers also see." So here it is here. She's defending herself against trolls. This might be the house that she lives in here. This is their 6-bedroom house. I don't know if he lives in here and she got kicked out or she got the house. But they used to live in this house together. The average house in Austin costs $820,000. So that's the problem with the see it here, with the median price at $570,000. Well, here's the issue, right? The housing market in Austin or anywhere else is a market. It's not, there's nothing that the politicians in Austin can do about it, right? Like it's a supply and demand market. Real estate is up because the dollar has been devalued. If they're pushing for building affordable housing, right? Like what? Agenda 21 stuff or 31 or whatever it is, right? Yeah, maybe, but not there. With the land values being so expensive, they're not going to build cheap housing. And even if they did, it's still going to be expensive because of the land values. It's the market. It's the Austin real estate market. Like people aren't going to sell their houses for less, right? Is she saying to drive down the property values of people who live in Austin? Yeah, that'll go over well, Grimes. If that is your real name. It's not. Her real name is Claire Elise Boucher. She's from Canada, not New Zealand. Remember, she worked with Poppy. I did some video about her. She does a lot of gross stuff. She's like a more satanic version of Poppy. And she wants to drive down the real estate market in Austin. She's a multimillionaire, and she's got a billionaire husband who's probably paying a ton of money in child support. But she wants you to lose some of your housing value. Alex Jones, right? That's where Alex Jones lives. British pound British pound plunges to all-time low against U.S. dollar amid economic perfect storm, meaning good news for U.S. tourists and investors. The pound fell to 1.03, lowest since 1971, before rising above $1.09. So the exchange is usually, it's been up to sometimes dollar equal 2.5 pounds, right? It's usually the pound has been valued higher because, that's the way they structured the economic system. The European money was going to be worth more than the American money. And that was the price America had to pay for having the world reserve currency. But this is happening under King Chucky, right? I meant to cover this yesterday, but somehow I missed it. But this isn't good news for Britain. And with everything that's happening, right, things are going south quickly. One of my viewers sent me this, a meme thread on Alec Baldwin and his prop gun. I stand behind Alec Baldwin because no way in hell I'll stand in front of him. That's been around for a while. Uses prop gun in movie scene. Alec Baldwin, because that's pretty funny. Guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people. I did not pull the trigger. I did not have sex with that woman. That's a pretty quality meme. How it started: Alyssa Milano, Alec Baldwin, Amy Schumer helped launch an anti-NRA campaign. How's it going? Alec Baldwin discharged prop gun that killed crew member, wounded director. Filming a movie with Alec Baldwin be like. I like that one. On to my next movie. It's called Getting Away with Murder. I don't always shoot my director, but when I do, I blame the gun. Alec Baldwin discharged prop gun that killed Russ cameraman Alina Hutchins and wounded director on set. Actor questioned and released. Not sure what that's funny. Hey, Hilaria, does Spain have any extradition treaty with the U.S.? Well, Boston, Spain does. COVID-19 is like filming a movie with Alec Baldwin. You have 97.6% chance of survival. He's always thought of himself as a lady killer, and now he's earned it. That's a pretty good one. Let's all watch Alec Baldwin blame the gun. Anti-gun actor meet evil gun owner. Killed a human with a gun, injured a human with a gun. There's Alec. Prop gun. If Chris Rock insulted my wife, I would have shot him. You missed 100% of the shots you never take. All right. I've seen a bunch of these before. Grover nervously checks the room for firearms before the scene with Alec Baldwin. Okay, so here, Doja Cat accidentally goes on live with Island Boys member. He loses it after she laughs at him. What do you all think?
Do I get you off of the line?
She wants to get me off the live? Are you serious?
Where's the button?
Okay, do you actually want to get me off live?
No offense, but I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, your attention span is too little, huh?
Yes. So small.
Okay, my attention span is little too, but
How do I do it? Help.
Look at me!
Who put this together? Doja Cat. I did some sort of recent video of her. Bizarre, whatever that was. And one of the Island Boys. It's a dream pairing. Maybe they can do celebrity boxing or something.
I gotta put the Island Boys on some peacock bass. Hey, I think y'all got a bite.
So one of my viewers sent me this thing, and somebody else sent me the thing we just watched. But apparently they're back together, the Island Boys. With this much mega talent, how could they stay apart? And they're fishing. They're even good at fishing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get him. They got him.
Wasn't there a character on The Simpsons called Sideshow Bob? Right? I think he's got the same hairdo as Sideshow Bob. You know what's great about this thing? How often? What's the luck that the guy says, does an introduction, and he turns around, and one of the Island Boys, in fact, both of them, get fish on the line almost immediately. What are the odds?
Oh, shoot.
Nice.
Stop playing.
Nice.
Stop playing. Another one.
Uh-oh.
Another one. Oh, double up.
Well, he caught the fish and it's already dead. I mean, he pulled it out of the water and it's dead already. Like, what are the odds of that as well? I mean, these guys.
The double up. Damn, this one's out there.
Hey, tell him stop playing. Oh, damn. Tell him stop playing, man. Come here. Island boys, yeah, we just caught some fish. We just, hey.
You reel in a couple of dead fish. Time for a song.
Cause we're catching like an island boy, and I'm just got a peacock bass, yeah. And I've been fishing all day long, and I just caught a fish, and I just did my thing, yeah. And he's heavy as hell, so I'm trying to pick him up with this little ass string. I'm an island boy, yeah. Stop, man. Yeah.
We just caught some fish and we're feeling good. Let's sing a song. Well, what songs do you know? I mean, I got to know one song. Goes like this. I'm an island boy. You know that song? I'm an island boy. You hear that? You want to sing along? It's easy to catch on to. I'm an island boy. I just caught a fish on this thin-ass string called a fishing line. My fish are dead, and so are our careers. We're island boys. We're back together again. But here's evidence that they've really gotten back together. He bought an extra overpriced watch with their endless supply of money.
Yo, what's up, y'all, man? It's the Island Boys here. I just woke up. I got 2 APs now. You feel me? Y'all do the math, catch up, man. 2 APs.
Excuse me, maybe there's been some misunderstanding here, but did you just say you bought 2 watches and you want me to do the math? Would the answer be 2? Or are you saying how much they cost? 2 of these watches that I've never heard of? What are you asking me to do the math for? What kind of math needs to be done here? You have 2 watches now. 2 watches for 2 dopes.
Big W for the Island Boys. Automatic forgets. That's good energy right there, you know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Island Boys forever. Stop playing. Brr.
Okay, so the Fly Soja, the other one's named Kodiak Red. And Fly Soja is the one who took down his Instagul. So it seems like they've come back. I don't know what that means, right? Because they only have one song. And their 15 minutes is up either way. But then this happened.
Yo, what are you doing at the gas station, bro? Aren't you supposed to be rich?
Oh no, I'm
What
just
are you
taking a
buying?
little mini road trip. I'm just passing by.
You look broke.
Come on, man. You really think so, bro?
Brah, I'm sorry, but this content is absolutely awful. Like, WTF. Fly is back. Now, deep down, I don't want Alec Baldwin to go to jail because, I enjoy mocking him. And I don't know. Whatever it is. And the Island Boys, I mean, they got to keep on doing this because it's funny. I mean, it's, for a while I thought, oh, they must be acting, but it's pretty clear now that they're not. They're really actually this stupid and this bad at stuff. And, we're having a generation of just really stupid young people. It's getting worse, the dumbing down of America. And these guys are their spokesmen. They're spokes dudes for the, who's going to speak up for the really stupid if the Island Boys break up. So this just in, Russia former president says nuclear threats are not a bluff, and that NATO won't step in if Russia nukes the Ukraine. And so this guy, top Russian official, repeated Russia's nuclear threats, saying they're not a bluff. Russia's former president repeated that the country's threat to use nuclear weapons in the Ukraine and mocked NATO for saying it would not come to Ukraine's aid if Russia struck. Well, the only way to come to their aid is to fire nuclear weapons back, right? I mean, the only way to deal with that is to go to war with Russia. And if Russia's in such a desperate position where they're, I mean, if that's what they feel like they are, and they're pushed to the edge, and, not just the economic sanctions, but all of it. and they see what's happening, and they're being bullied. I mean, that's what Biden's trying to do. And so, they're saying terrifying consequences. I mean, they've really pushed for nuclear war ever since Hillary Clinton. And I mean, the Democrats, bizarrely, have been the ones pushing for nuclear war because the Republicans have always been the war hawks. But the Democrats have kind of lost it. But if that's, where this is going, they either have to stand down and let Russia nuke the Ukraine, and that's just a whole new world. I mean, that's, where Russia fires some nukes, and then, I mean, how long before that ends up in nuclear war, right? Because at some point, America has to call their bluff, and that means firing back at Russia, and then Russia has their nukes. And before you know it, it's over. Like, the whole thing. Because nuclear war, it's not just the bomb sitting, it's the fallout, is all of it, right? And at what point do they stop? Like, how many nukes have to be fired? Because if they're all fired, then we're all screwed. And that's where we are. And like I, read the Whispers of the Brighter World prophecies yesterday. And so, this is, once it's being talked about, how long before it becomes a reality? Threats, how long before threats become reality? Anyways, only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Romano, definitely pointing from the Apocalypse and the Ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.